Okay, I hope you enjoyed the story, The Reader. You now have some questions to answer, and I hope you do well. By the way, what do you think happens at the end of the story? Question number 1. Why does George read books? A, to feel like he has friends. B, to escape. C, to glean information. Glean means to learn or gather information. D, to improve himself. Number 2. What is the setting of this story? Remember, where is it held? A, George's backyard on a chilly Thursday morning. B, George's bathroom on a humid Thursday night. C, George's front porch on a warm Thursday afternoon. D, George's bedroom on a stormy Thursday evening. Number 3, read these sentences from the text. It wasn't that George's life was especially horrible. He had friends whom he played basketball with every week, and he liked his classmates at school. But George felt like his life was lived in shades of gray, while the books he read were in bright, vivid Technicolor. There just wasn't much happening in his small Midwestern town. There were 39 kids in his ninth grade class. They were the same 39 kids who had been in his kindergarten class. They would probably be the same 39 people in his senior class. George loved his parents, but they were both accountants and had been doing the same job every day for his entire life. They weren't exactly the stuff of intrigue and adventure. Based on this evidence, what does George think about his life? A, George thinks his life is boring. B, George thinks his life is full of adventure. C, George thinks his life is intriguing. D, George thinks his life is horrible. Number 4, based on the information in this story, how does George probably feel when he reads? A, George probably feels uncomfortable when he reads. B, George probably feels excited when he reads. C, George probably feels nervous when he reads. Or D, George probably feels tired when he reads. Number 5, what is a theme of this story? A, if kids are given too much freedom, they will get into trouble. B, reading can be an escape from a boring life. C, you cannot always count on your friends to help you out. D, you can always count on your family to help you out. Remember, we're looking for the theme of the story. Number 6, read this sentence from the text. George ran his finger across the spines of the books, neatly lined up like soldiers at attention. What does the author mean by writing that the books are neatly lined up like soldiers at attention? A, the author means that the books are standing straight up in a row. B, the author means that the books seem to be paying attention to George. C, the author means that the books are stacked vertically in a pile that goes up to the ceiling. D, the author means that the books are lying open on the shelf. Number 7, read this sentence from the text. There were 39 kids in his ninth grade class. They were the same 39 kids who had been in his kindergarten class. Could this sentence be rewritten without changing its meaning? A, there were 39 kids in his ninth grade class. For instance, they were the same 39 kids who had been in his kindergarten class. B, there were 39 kids in his ninth grade class. Instead, they were the same 39 kids who had been in his kindergarten class. C, there were 39 kids in his ninth grade class, and they were the same 39 kids who had been in his kindergarten class. D, There were 39 kids in his ninth grade class, so they were the same 39 kids who had been in his kindergarten class. Number 8. George starts reading a book about a character named George. Describe what happens in the book after George hears a long, groaning creak. Include 2 or more details from the text in your answer. So you'll write your answer right here. Number 9. As he is reading, George hears a long, groaning creak. Describe what happens next. Be sure to mention what George does to the bookshelf. Be sure and type your answer here. And the last one. Explain how the events of the book George starts reading and the events of his life may be connected. Support your answer with evidence from the text. Type in your answer here. All right, I hope you do well. These open-ended questions here, 8, 9, and 10, just make sure that you can prove your answer from the story. Go back and look at the story, look at the file on it, or listen to it again to help you get your information that you need. I hope you do well. Have a great day. Bye.